Now, look, leave me alone. I haven't done anything. Leah, I wasn't siding frankly against you. I was just bored.
Well, interested in what's Archer, and we're interested in Bill Jackson.
I told you she did it. I saw her pick up the scissors.
Well, I gave you the idea to use them. Unfortunately for you, Marilyn's boyfriend saw you.
But they must have made a mistake. There were loads of women milling around. It could have been any of them.
And he wasn't mistaken. He was quite positive. Now, not having a piece hanging around making everyone's life a bloody misery. You just own up. Or make you wish you'd never been born.
Come in.
Wanted to see me?
No, what made you think that?
Blast!
Meg, wait. Who told you I wanted to see you?
One of the girls. Another of their funny little jokes.
Who was it?
Doesn't matter. I can handle it.
Can you? Meg, I know what you must be going through, losing Bill like that, but don't try and cope with everything alone. We're all going to miss him. He was a good man.
Yes, too good for this lot. They didn't deserve him. He could have had a safe, well-paid job in industry. He should have quit long ago. We both should have.
Well, if you feel like that, you still can. I'd understand.
No.
Well, at least take a few days off. It'll give us time to find out who did it.
Oh, you'll never find out. Nobody's going to talk. They're all in it together.
You know that's not true.
Isn't it? Then why didn't anybody come forward? You think they don't know who did it? Of course they do. It's a case of us against them. I realise that now. I'm on my own.
You're forgetting Marty.
Marty? He's hardly at home these days. Always out. With God knows who. He doesn't need me.
Marty? You trying to avoid me?
No.
Well, I waited for you during the morning break. Marty, you did talk to your parents about leaving home, didn't you?
No.
Well, why not?
I couldn't. One of my father's dead. One of the prisoners stabbed him. While we were discussing getting a flat together, he was dying.
Oh, Marty, how awful. I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I suppose I should have told you earlier. I couldn't. I didn't even want to come into school today. I wanted to stay home with Mum.
Well, why didn't you?
She wouldn't let me. She didn't even want to talk to me. She just cut herself off.
Yeah, that's probably the shock. Look, do you think it would help any if I came home with you this afternoon and spoke to her?
I doubt it.
Well, we could try.
Yeah, I suppose.
What's going on here? Shouldn't you be in class, Jackson? I'll have to have a word with your parents if this keeps up.
Oh, but sir!
It's all right, Donna.
Why didn't you tell him?
Everybody will know soon enough.
Mrs. Brooks, the rent is due today.
Yes, I had forgotten. I'm just on my way to the post office.
Oh, good. Not that I worry about it, mind you. It's the wife. She gets very upset if anybody's behind with the rent.
Yes, I understand.
You don't get out much, do you? From the suntan you had when you first arrived, I thought you'd be a real outdoors person.
I haven't been very well.
Yeah, I heard your coughing. These water as thin as paper. You're from the country?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. It's all this city air, all this pollution. You wouldn't be used to it. I'm from the country myself originally, the Chuka. Like to go back there, but the wife wouldn't have it. Not that she's over fond of this place, you know. She'd like to go live in some place like Toorak, but I mean, that costs money, doesn't it? And times aren't easy.
Who was killed?
What?
The newspaper.
Oh, yeah. One of the prison staff. A bloke, apparently. Fancy a bloke working in a women's prison. I mean, it's just not right,
Was it the doctor?
No.
Bill Jackson.
Yeah, that's right. Did you know him?
Yes, I tried to phone him only last night.
Wentworth Detention Centre. Can I ask who's calling, please? Who? Oh, yes. Just a moment. Nate, it's for you.
Who is it?
Ma.
Tell her I'm not here.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Jackson isn't here. No, I don't know how you can contact her.
Was she there?
Yes. But she wouldn't talk to me.
No privileges. Hanson! I won't forget the fool's errand who sent me on earlier. Any more back chat from you and you'll end up in solitary. And let's get this straight. You may think you run this place, but you don't. And the sooner you realize that, the better.
Oh, she's getting worse than bloody Vera.
Well, what do you expect? She knows one of us killed her husband. It's about time she found out who.
Frankie, are you in there?
Trouble.
Frankie, it's me, Chrissy Latham. You've got to help me. It's Bee, she's after me.
What do you expect me to do about it? Locked up in here.
Well, can't you get some of your mates to protect me?
Haven't got any mates.
Oh, Frankie, you've got to do something. Look, I helped you in the riot. They're going to kill me.
What's she picking on you for?
I told you because I helped you in the riot.
You killed Bill Jackson. Oh, I should have known the way you were carrying on. Everyone knew you had the hots for him. What did you do, knock you back?
Well, what if he did? What's it to you?
What's it to me? I'm stuck in here while Bee's taken over because of you.
Bullshit! Bee beat you fair and square and you know it.
Yeah, well, now she's going to fix you fair and square. But I hope she doesn't kill you because I'd like to wring your bloody neck. You little bitch, just wait till I get out of here.
I should have known better than to expect help from a bull dyke like you. You wouldn't even know what it was to want a man.
Yeah, well, you won't know what it's like for too much longer. Why don't you just go off and bloody kill yourself? Save us all a lot of trouble. Hey, Bee! Here she is!
That's right. Lock the door. We don't want to be disturbed, do we? Recognize these? I'm sure you do. They're very sharp. Just like the other ones. See? That movie we saw on telly the other week? What was it called? 5 Branded Women, that's right. It was about these women that got up with the Nazis during the war. Afterwards, their mates shaved their heads, so everyone knew they were traitors. I suppose you could do the same thing with scissors. Of course, they might slip, take an eye or something. Grab her.
Where is everyone? The dormitories! What's going on?
Oh, it's Chrissy. Found her cutting up her clothes. Next thing, she's cutting up her hair. Well, we had to forcibly restrain her.
Don't give us that, Smith. You know the penalty for assaulting another prisoner.
It's true. Ask Chrissy.
Well, speak up. Needn't be afraid of Smith. You'll be protected.
Go on, love. Tell him what happened.
It was me. I killed your husband.
Is Megan here?
Yes, she's just taken Chrissy Latham in.
I hear they found out it was Latham who did it. Do they know why?
She didn't say, but with her it's not hard to guess.
You say when you first picked up the scissors, you had no intention of stabbing Bill Jackson.
That's right.
Well, what did you intend to do with them?
I meant to stab her.
What made you change your mind?
It wouldn't have done any good. He still wouldn't have wanted me.
That's why you stabbed him.
Yeah. Well, you don't know what it's like, do you? Locked up night after night without a man.
Oh, thanks to you, I'm about to find out.
That's enough, Meg.
What do you mean, that's enough? It was my husband who was killed. I'm at least entitled to my say.
I said that's enough. Miss Bennett, take Mrs. Jackson out.
Meg, you're right.
Oh, fine, just fine.
Well, at least now you know who did it.
What difference will that make? Will it bring Bill back?
Well, no, but every time you have to deal with one of the girls, you won't be wondering whether she was the one.
That doesn't alter the way I feel one little bit. They all knew who did it. But did any of them come forward? No, not one. Instead, they tortured, they terrorized her. They probably would have killed her if we hadn't stopped them, but they still wouldn't tell us why. Oh, they're worse than animals.
You know, if they hadn't scared her, she'd never have confessed. We wouldn't have been able to prove a thing. Stay with Latham, would you? I'm going to arrange to have her transferred to another prison. We'll keep her in solitary until she's moved. We can't ensure her safety here.
Oh, yes, we must look after her safety, mustn't we?
I think it might be a good idea if you took the rest of the day off.
No, thank you.
Now, look, I've gone along with you coming back against my better judgment. It isn't working out. You shouldn't be here, Meg. Go home, and that's an order.
Mom? That doesn't look like she's home. Hold on a second. Okay. Mom? What? She's gone out?
Well, probably just as well. I guess it wasn't such a good idea me coming here after all. Where do you think she is?
Oh, I don't know. The uniform's gone. She must have gone to work.
To the prison. Oh, gee, if I were her, I could never go back there.
Well, you're not me, are you?
Why, Mum? You haven't been on, have you?
No, I haven't.
I came to say how sorry I was, Mrs. Jackson.
Thank you.
I wondered if there was anything I could do to help. Shopping? Cooking, maybe?
No, there's nothing anybody can do.
No. Well, I suppose I better go. I've got a lot of homework to do.
Yes. Yes, I think that would be for the best. Thank you for coming.
Oh, that's okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Mike.
Yeah, okay.
They found out who stabbed your father. Well, don't you want to know who did it?
I wouldn't know her. The name wouldn't mean anything to me. It was just one of the prisoners.
Yes. Yes, they're all the same to you. Well, we can go ahead with the funeral arrangements now. Wasn't much of a turnout. Would have thought that Vera and some of the others could have come.
Someone had to work. I think it's time we were going.
Yes. Really sorry, Meg. We're all going to miss him. I'll give you a lift back if you like.
Thanks. Take as much time off as you like, Meg. If there's anything you need, just give me a ring.
I'll be in this afternoon.
Well, come to my office when you do.
Come on, Mum. Suppose you realise your rent's overdue?
Yes, I'm sorry. I've been busy. The money's in my room. I'll get it now.
Yes, mind you do. We don't allow credit here.
Hey, take it easy. She's just come from a funeral.
Yeah, I'll bet. They could tell you anything, can't they?
It's true. That fella Jackson, the one who was killed in the women's prison, well, Mrs. Brooks knew him.
She was probably one of his inmates.
Oh, come off it. Does she look like an ex-con?
Well, how come she knew him then? And she better sharpen herself up bringing that money back too. Mrs. Brooks? Miss Brooks?
She's had a nasty crack on the head, but her pulse is okay. There's nothing broken. Look, will you leave her things alone and go and call an ambulance?
For once in your life, try and act a bit smart. See this? It's from someone called Watkins. Lives in Black Rock. They must have money. Maybe they'd pay to find out where she is.
Oh, they can't care that much. Otherwise, they wouldn't ever live in a place like this.
Maybe if you cared a little more, we wouldn't have to live here. I'm gonna call them. There's no reply.
We'll phone an ambulance.
No. I'll call again later.
What if she dies?
She won't. You've seen her. She hardly ever goes out and never brings any food home. She's just weak from hunger. She'll be all right.
What if she isn't?
Then who's to know the difference?
Hey, guess what? They've just taken Chrissy off in the paddy wagon.
Where to?
I don't know, fairly, I suppose. Oh, well, good riddance to her.
Yeah. It was a good job she decided to own up.
Quieten down. Doreen, turn that television set down. Lynn, you're wanted in the governor's office.
Was it about my appeal?
How should I know? Go and find out. Well, Doyle, I'll leave you with your friends.
Hello, sweetie. Did you miss me?
Bugger off.
Told you before I like a challenge. Just remember, you're not as tough as you think you are.
Neither are you. B. Smith just proved that.
I'm glad to see you're all enjoying yourselves. When did you get out of solitary, Doyle?
Just now?
Well, watch yourself or you'll be back in there. And that goes for the rest of you.
Come in. Lynn, I've had an answer to your request for an appeal. I'm sorry, but it's been turned down.
It can't be.
I'm sorry, but it has. You have no grounds for retrial.
But I'm innocent.
Have you any new evidence?
No, I told them everything at the trial.
And the jury didn't believe you. Unless you can present something new, there is nothing that can be done.
But there must be something. You can't keep me locked in here forever.
You will serve your sentence here like everybody else.
No, I won't. I won't stay here.
You do.
You can't keep me here.
That will be enough. You may go.
You back so soon?
Yes, the funeral's over. You would have known that if you'd been there.
Stop running, Warner. She's just been to the governor's office about her appeal. Obviously not good news.
Oh, Meg, sit down. I rather expected you'd want to take the whole day off.
Is that why you wanted to see me?
In a way, yes. You said to me the other day you wished you had resigned ages ago.
Well, that was before. Before what happened?
Yes, but I've been speaking to the department. You will be receiving substantial compensation.
Well, that won't bring Bill back.
No, but it will mean you won't need to work.
Are you asking me to resign?
I think it would be in your best interest.
Well, you're not qualified to make that
Meg,
decision.
I have been watching you after the last few days, and if you carry on the way you're going to end up with a nervous breakdown.
That isn't why you want me to resign. You don't want me here because I remind you of the mess you caused by allowing Bea Smith in with the others when she should have been in solitary. Well, I'm not going. I'm not going to make it easy for you. And if you sack me, I'll tell the whole world why.
Meg!